Hey girl, hey. Girl, you back. It's okay. Let me see what I have for you today. Mwah.
Hey girl, hey! Welcome back, you guys, to season 7, episode 1. Wow, it has been a minute since I said that. But I really hope you guys had a great holiday. Thanksgiving, Christmas, as well as New Year's. You guys, I am so excited because one thing, as you guys can see, I am back on screen, back, bigger, better, everything else. I am so grateful to continue along this journey, you guys. We have made it to 1 year of Hey Girl Hey podcast, you guys. I am so just excited, you guys, on what to just expect for this year, you guys. I'm so grateful to even make it into a new year, but just to continue to do this thing for you guys another year. You guys actually put up with me another year, so thank you. I'm truly grateful. I'm really excited to see what God is going to do for me on this journey, and I'm just so grateful that you guys can be along to see what He is doing in this season of my life. So thank you for your love and support. Mwah. So I do want to get into the video, so let's get into the video. So today, you guys, if you guys don't know, I think a couple of days ago I asked on my social media pages about questions that you guys had, as well as topics for this year and this upcoming seasons, to continue. What is there that you guys want me to talk about? Also, the first question that I think I posted on there was any questions for my Q&A, meaning stuff that you guys just wanted to know about me. So I have these questions here on my tablet / computer. So we're going to see what you guys had asked. I looked at just a couple, but I had my little marketing person to put together these questions. So hopefully, I briefly looked over all of them, and you guys had some really good questions. Okay, you guys had some really good questions. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So the first question, you guys, that somebody asked is, what is my expectations for the new year? My expectations for the new year. I would say that a lot of my expectations for the new year's were kind of like long term from last year. However, I do have a couple of short term goals that I did add. For one, working on, a better relationship with God. I know for a fact I'm a Christian. I know, out there, it's plenty of other Christian people that most definitely probably will watch me. But know that the journey for me hasn't necessarily been the easiest one. And I've been in church all my life. However, it still seems like, you just always, yearn to be better in that aspect, better in that area of your life, especially when God continues to always show up and show out. So, my expectation is to really get close with Him and to really let Him use me through my platform, but also just being available and make sure I'm taking out that time for it to just be me and Him. I feel like this, I take out time to do everything else, and I feel like God continues to give His graces and mercies every day. And so I feel like being closer with Him, I don't think that's a lot to, if He did ask for it, I don't think that's a lot for Him to ask of me, and I want to do it. So that's most definitely one of those goals that I do have this year. Also to get, just to get, a goal that kind of rolled over into a new year was to get through this thing, to get 2 years of this podcast. To really just really, I think, work on my marketing, really get myself out there to you guys, because I don't think that I really have put myself out there as much as I should have. And that's only because, when you're a college kid and stuff like that, you just really just everything, you're so absent-minded with everything. And I feel like for me, my focus is mainly on school when the semester comes around, so it's difficult to record or to do an episode without being, somewhat all over the place, because it's just so much. So most definitely expanding in my marketing for my podcast, and really just posting a little bit more, stay even more consistent. I feel like at the end of last year I got better at being consistent, but I feel like consistency could still be a little more. And just redoing my brand as a whole, just working behind the scenes on stuff that, I see fit. Also, my expectation for this year is to get more, better at, getting involved on my campus for college. Now I am stable. So get involved more on campus this year, of course, if COVID allows it to be. And also, I think my next expectation is just for it to be the best year it can possibly be, through a pandemic. So I would say those are my expectations for this year as a whole that I could think of off the top of my head. Because pretty much last year, my expectations and my goals were pretty much done. I got a lot done. The crazy part is, I will talk about it in another video, but I got a lot done my first year of doing this podcast, and a lot of the goals that I ended up accomplishing them the last 4 months or last 3 months or so of last year. So I'm very grateful for that. So that's why I say, coming into this thing, I'm really just working, rebuilding my brand, getting closer to God, and also making sure that, I survive this pandemic by any means necessary. I go after what I need and what I want by any means necessary. And also, too, I want to add to be more financially stable. I know a lot of people don't put that one of those expectations out, but for me to be even more financially stable, to pray for what different incomes I could possibly get, since I can't work, so that's another thing as well. So yeah, those are my expectations. So next. um so somebody said, has the COVID-19 pandemic affected your life? Most definitely. I feel like it affected my life probably, and I'll say this, so I graduated in 2020. And so it has been, since the pandemic started, which it was 2020, it has been a hell of a last 3.5 years. Almost about to be 4 soon. It has been really just a crazy, crazy ride with this pandemic. Just to even be alive, I'm grateful. Just to have not gotten sick with COVID-19, I'm grateful. But I say, COVID-19 has affected me from the beginning. I can even go back with school. When I graduated the year, we didn't have traditional graduations, and it was, a little, stressful, or it was most definitely an adjustment, because not only did you not have graduation, you didn't have prom, you didn't have military ball, you didn't have, honors day, stuff that we normally would celebrate our senior year, senior trips, senior day. A lot of different stuff just was really cut short, and I was actually supposed to be in a play my senior year called Peter Pan. That's another story. But a lot of stuff just kind of like got cut short, and got not and some stuff was cut off totally. So I feel like the COVID-19 pandemic itself, it has affected my school life in a big way. As you can see, even going into college, I feel like that was a big, adjustment for me. Not only did your senior year in high school, it's crazy, but also, your freshman year in college, it was, fully online. You couldn't go on campus. So you didn't really get that college experience your first year. And I think a lot of times, colleges weren't necessarily expecting it. So a lot of activities that other freshman class had, we didn't necessarily get the opportunity to participate in or to have. So that most definitely was something that was really a big, big challenge. Um, a big challenge when it came to COVID-19. I will also say COVID-19 affected me in a way to where it kind of made me more grateful for life, but it also too it affected, how much, I was in the hospital, a lot of just different things. Because I do have, physical ailments that I do struggle on a day to day basis, unfortunately. And so I feel like in that aspect of always having to be in the hospital and go to the ER all the time, I feel like it affected me because, now you have to wear masks, which you have to wear masks everywhere. But for me, it was one of those things where I went from a, no mask scenario to a mask scenario, which it happens for everybody. But I feel like COVID-19 just makes you more grateful. And it also has a good effects because I do feel like I got closer to my family in a way. I was made to sit down somewhere and really get in that family time and really get in that personal time and really try to figure out what exactly it is that I wanted to do. So COVID-19 has affected me in a lot of different ways, but overall I wouldn't change a thing. And I would say I'm most definitely just grateful overall. So yeah. So the next one is, are you single? Actually, surprisingly, a lot of you ask this question. I think because I don't put my personal life necessarily on the gram, so people can say, or on Twitter or on my Facebook account, my Snap account. I most definitely, am I single? Yes, your girl is most definitely single. I'm not cuffed, not wife, I'm single, not taken, not nothing. Like, I'm just not, not nothing at all. Yeah, your girl is single as a Pringle. Well, what they say, single as a Pringle. Single as a Pringle. Your girl is most definitely on the market. I've actually been sick for some years now, and people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that about me. I've talked to people in between here and now, but it's been some years since I actually, was with somebody. And I feel like, too, it was like that for a minute because I feel like most of the time I was working on myself and I was trying to mentally somewhat prepare myself enough to be with somebody else, and I feel like that's important too. That's, sometimes working on your mental health a little bit, before you get into something else, because relationships drain you, whether that is just something that happens. But how you bounce back from it is what's important, and the bounce back is what I had to do in those years. That's what I had to do, and I'm still working on it. Because I'm not perfect, and you're gonna always have to be working on yourself so that you can get into a place to where you want to be. And so I feel like that's what I'm doing. I'm working. So yes, your girl is single. And I am open to dating, and I am open to talking to people, of course. Hopefully maybe one day I get cuffed. I talking to people, I get cuffed. So yeah, stay tuned. Alright, so next one. Somebody said, how do you stay on track when it comes to being young and being a Christian? So being a young adult and being Christian, because I'm a young adult now. I would say that, one, you have to make it your business. You have to make it your business to really be, connected to God in a way that you feel comfortable, in the way that you know you should. You have to have that expectation to always have a better relationship. That's just how I feel. But how do I stay on track is one, having that mentality, and two, not the lot of stuff that's normalized, try to be the opposite. I always feel like, I don't know if y'all is, but drop it in the comments, but I always have felt like I was just different from our generation. A lot of different things I tried, couldn't do, it just wasn't for me, or a lot of different things I had the opportunity to do and I just didn't do it. So I most definitely think that it's most definitely something excuse me, that was difficult. Was difficult for me because, I just feel like, a lot of, like I said, a lot of stuff is normalized. And so you live in this world where you're going to always be around people that have conformed to it. And it's just like, I don't want to be a part of that. I'm not like that. I don't want to live my life like that. So you really have to have some sense of discipline as well. Have some sense of discipline to just be stuck in your ways, but stuck in a Christ-like way. And when you can do that, the sky is not even the limit. Just beyond that is the limit. And you will see that a lot of stuff will start to fall in its place on its own because God will move on your behalf. But I most definitely think, staying on track, praying. Prayer that's your time between you and God. So pray as much as you can. Reading your Bible so you can get understanding of how you're supposed to be living. He has given us the Bible for a reason. That's like our guide. So why not, you know what I'm saying? Why not continue to read your guide? So pray, read your Bible, and also try to practice out everything that you have read, everything that you're praying God to always forgive you for. Just certain habits that you know are not like Him. Try to separate yourself or try to do better. And know that it's going to be a process. And that as long as you're making progress, that's what counts. And as long as you know that you're working on being better, that's all you can pretty much do. But know that you can do it, girl. You can do it. You can most definitely do it. So I hope that really answered your question. But I think this year, sometime down the line, I'll probably do a video more in depth on that. If you guys want that, you guys can drop in the comments if you guys actually want that. I can do a little more video, to go a little more in depth, because I feel like it might be a little more I need to say. Who knows? So next, so somebody said, how old are you? 20. I am 20. Girl, I've been around a whole decade. I'm 20. But I turned 21 this year, so yeah. I'm getting older, you guys. I'm getting older. I cannot believe it. Every year I say that. And my birthday is actually November the 6th, so I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio, so yeah. November the 6th. So somebody said, how many siblings do I have? I have a total of 8 siblings, 5 boys, and 3 girls, which includes me. I'm the middle child as well. So, yeah, 5 older brothers and 1 younger brother, 1 younger sister, and then I'm a middle child, and then I have a older brother. I mean, older sister and older brothers. Older brothers and older sister. And 1 older sister. Somebody said, what's my favorite color? My favorite color is green. But fun fact, it actually used to be blue. It actually used to be blue, but it's green. Somebody said, what is my real name? My real name is Caitlin, but however, everybody calls me Kaitie. And I know all my profiles say Kaitie, so people wouldn't necessarily really know that unless you know me. However, I tell people my regular name, I be like, it's Caitlin, but you call me Kaitie. I got so many nicknames, so it's not even funny, so I be telling people, if you find a name you just tend to remember, that's fine too, if it fits before you. But Caitlin, Kat, Kaitie. Kaitie is pretty much my go-to name for everybody though. Even my teachers had started calling me that, which was weird because out of all my years of school, all my teachers always called me Caitlin. So when they started calling me Kaitie, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay, cool. So somebody said, what are your hobbies outside of doing your podcast? So you guys, I come from a family background. My mom's side of singers, musicians, producer, recorders. So I of course sing. I also dance. I choreograph. I know different genres of dance: African, reggae, ballet, modern. It's so many different genres that I want to add. Add to it, of course. But those are just a couple of genres that I know. And what else? Fun fact, I did used to play basketball. I played basketball actually for a couple of years. So that used to be one of my hobbies. However, every now and then, who knows? Maybe I might get back to it. Maybe I might not. Who knows? But yes, those are my hobbies, and of course, helping others. Those are pretty much my hobbies. So somebody said, have you ever dealt with depression before? If so, how did I handle it? I feel like to a certain extent, if you would have asked me this question like when I first got sick 3 years ago, I would have told you no. And why? Because I was in that space where I had to always be strong, and it kind of caused me to really bottle up, the feeling of not really wanting to admit certain things because I feel like, okay, well, you the strong one. You supposed to be strong. So it's like, why would you, say you depressed? But your girl mindset has changed over time. I have learned a lot on this after 3 years. I have learned a lot, honestly. I have to admit that because I just have to tell you that just to be honest with you guys. I most definitely would say, so yes, my question is I have dealt with depression before, related to my, illness. It was mostly about that, because I couldn't necessarily understand the why. But how did I handle it? I most definitely got help. I think a lot of times, the black community, me being African American, fully African American, not mixed with anything, but I most definitely think that you are kind of taught that prayer and talking to your family is really like that's your therapy, and for some people that works. Some people, they can do that and it works. But for me, since I was always in the hospital, they kind of gave me the option, so I just took it, and it was something that my family most definitely did support, so I was grateful for that. Even though, like I said, my family was never against it, but in our community, you're not taught to get help. Take that time for your mental health or get therapy, which is help if you need it. Just so happened, I was just automatically offered it, I just took advantage of it. But yes, that's how I handle it. I went to therapy. Also, I prayed a lot for God to continue to give me the strength to keep this thing going, because I know it was some days where I wasn't on my own strength. I was on His. I felt that in my spirit. But yes, it was a lot of days that I wasn't on my own strength, but I was on His strength. So I had to stay praying. You have to really be around people. That's to how you can kind of be helped deal with it. You have to be around people that that is willing to not only pray for you when you can't pray for yourself, but also make sure that people are covering you in the right way, in a godly way. And also make sure you just have those friends and those family who support you, whether you get therapy or not, who support you to just stay, and who are positive, speak positivity over you and in your life and in your ears constantly. And I think if you have that, you can beat it, you can deal with it, and know that it's not something that's going to be easy, and that everybody is at his own pace. And that you may have times where you may go backwards. Because I don't think a lot of people, when they talk about depression, I don't think a lot of people would tell you that either. But you will have times where, you'll get back into that sense of feeling. But it's okay. You continue to pray. You tell somebody about it. If your family and friends are there, most definitely open up to them. Those real day ones, so that are not going to spread your business. Whoever you feel comfortable with. You know the people in your life better than, I do. But yeah, most definitely take that time out to talk to them, express how you feel, because you're only hurting you if you don't speak up and say, hey, I have a problem, hey, I need help, hey, X, Y, and Z. So most definitely, that's how I handled it. And also, don't be one of the people like me that just be in the now and be like, oh, I could never do that. No. If you don't feel right, or most days, you feeling like you can't wake up, or you don't have no get up and go no more, and it's not purposeful, just something that just happens, and you get in your little mode, also, get out your bed. Old folks had that saying, if you lay in your bed all day, spirits, or you're allowing spirits to come upon you. That's just one of their sayings. Old people have many sayings, the older elders. But I do believe that, because I feel like when I actually got out of my bed and got up and did stuff, it made me feel better. So most definitely, don't sit around all day. Find something to do. Find something to watch on YouTube. Watch your favorite TV show. Be around your family and your friends. Don't isolate yourself, because it's only going to make you not get out of that funk. Do something that you love. Go outside. Take a walk. Take a jog if you like to exercise. Go and eat something. Don't sit there and starve yourself because you're not feeling good. Because sometimes, eating and a good movie be good. Go take yourself out. Go to the movies. Go to the mall. Go get your nails done. Go whatever it is that you like, go do it. Because that will help you feel better as well. Because that'll continue to get yourself back to yourself and your swag. So do that, girl. Do that. And like I said, know that it's going to take time. Be okay with that time as well. So that's what I have to say. Mwah. And know that I love you. Mwah. And God loves you too. Mwah. Last and final question, you guys. Stop. Somebody said, what content will my channel consist of? My channel, I feel like this, so when I first made this YouTube channel, you guys, I made it for my podcast, which is Hey Girl Hey with Kaitie. Go check it out. I'll put the link in the description below, so you guys can go back and listen to all the old seasons from last year. It's 6 seasons worth of content. You have 26 episodes, I believe, to catch up with. So, girl, if you ain't caught up, stop what you're doing after this video and go and listen to those on whatever platform you may have. Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio. Your girl is on iHeartRadio now. Those are just a little bit. Breaker, Spreaker, so many different platforms. But for the people that just be based like me, I have Spotify, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. And of course, the Anchor app is what I host on. So most definitely check that out. That'll be in the description below. But yeah, make sure that you guys go look at that. So basically, I talk about a little bit of everything. Mostly motivational speeches will be like mini messages, godly messages. Also advice videos. Just everything, a little bit of everything. Like last year I talked about situationships, cheating, self-love, self-worth. So really this is a girl talk podcast, so girl, we're just gonna get into everything. But yes, advice videos, motivational speeches. Maybe I might every now and then give you guys a makeup video or something a little bit different. Maybe a vlog or two this year. I just don't really know, but pretty much this YouTube channel is pretty much for my podcast content. However, who's to say I may not surprise you guys and do something, you know, switch it up a little bit every now and then and give you something a little different. Me not always talking, but maybe actually makes me having fun for once. So yeah, that pretty much sums up, you know, what will be on here. Also, you guys, stay tuned because I may just have co-hosts. You guys love the co-hosts from last year. You guys, my co-hosts, can I just give a shout out to my co-hosts from last year, last 6 seasons? You guys did the daggone thing. Can I just let y'all, and know that I love you guys, know I appreciate you guys, and that you guys really helped those seasons and those episodes really boom. So I thank you guys. Also, thank you to the supporters who have been up a whole year to now. See, girls got her YouTube channel. So thank you so much, you guys, for just being on this journey with me. And know that your girl is not done. I still have so many more things that I plan on getting done. So yeah, those will be my content on here. So yeah, so make sure you guys, I'll be dropping gems after gems after gems. And I say I will try to post at least 4 times a month. That is the goal. So probably once a week. However, if I don't, it'll be every other week, meaning 2 episodes per month. It just depends on what that month is and what it consists of and how much schoolwork I have, because like I said, I am a full-time college student. So yeah. And also too, I forgot, somebody asked me, the last question was, somebody asked me, what am I going to school for? So first of all, I go to the Bowie State University. Can I get a BSU? So yes, you guys, I go to the Bowie State University, which is in Bowie, Maryland. That's where I go. My major is criminal justice, with the concentration of pre-law. So that is my major, you guys. I want to be a family and divorce lawyer eventually. So your girl is trying to get through school so I can become a successful African American young woman lawyer. So stay tuned for that, guys. And so yeah, with that being said, you guys, this is the end of this video. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to your girl channel. Give me your thoughts in the comments, please. Any topics that you want me to cover this year, for the seasons to come, or this season upcoming. And I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.